Hello, 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 hello. Oh my goodness, hello everyone. It is May 8th, 2017, and you are on today's Catalyst coaching session. Do me a favor, let's do a quick sound check. In the questions box, put your name and where you are calling or logging in from today. Is today the greatest day ever or what? I just remember going to bed with my son after we had an adventure day at Disney, or just a day at the game, or a day of playing baseball all day. And I remember he snuggled up, in his little cute voice he'd say, "Best day ever, Dad. Best day ever." And it's just like it melts your heart, and it's just like today is the best day ever. Isn't it? Isn't today the best day ever? I mean, what else is there? Yesterday? Tomorrow? Right? Today is the best day ever. So Rose Lapira is in the house from Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey. First one in the chute. Christy Biken from Minneapolis is in the house. Gave me the correct enunciation. Thank you. First Hawaiian Bank of Maui, Mark Short's in the house. Carolyn Ward is here from Louisiana. Edel is here from Dallas, Texas. Michelle in Napa. Ron Utterback in Atlanta. Angie Davenport. Every single other week she is on from Hutchinson, Kansas. Phoenix, Arizona's Coney Gould is in the house. Hal Schlegel is in the house from California. California IA. Callie Joe is from Prineville. Lynn Stone is here from Prescott. Erica Urim is here from Phoenix, Arizona. Rhonda McDonough is here from Georgia. Kristen Morrison in Richardson, Texas. Kathleen Benton from Gilbert, Arizona. Tim Thompson from Roanoke, Virginia. Grace Ben says, "I'm in Oregon and you sound great." Arnell Tanyag is here from D.C. area, Norfolk, Virginia. And Samantha Phillip from Atlanta is in the house. SP in the house. Shane Cook from Gilbert, Arizona. Seminole, Florida. Sam Crawford. Ted Dudenier, huh? Scottsdale, Arizona is on the line. Cecily from Bend, Oregon is on the line. Cindy Brown from Rockwall. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't catch up. You're typing so fast. So, hey, listen to me. Today, there are some of you, even with all of the people who have responded, there are some of you that are in lurk mode. You're lurkers, right? Hey, the best way to get the most out of Catalyst is to be interactive and engaging. You're like, well, if I don't comment, he can't see me. Well, that's not the truth. I have a dashboard here. Shows me who's paying attention and who's not, right? And the bottom line is, listen, you will get as much out of Catalyst as you put in. And here's my promise to you. You give me an ounce of interest. You give me an ounce of interactivity. You give me an ounce of attention. You give me an ounce of engagement, and I'll give you a ton of love. I'll give you a ton of wisdom. I'll give you a ton of value. Is that a good deal? Is that a deal? So be here 100%. And so today we're going to hone the referral goal post a little bit. Actually, I'm just going to copy and paste it in the chat window. And then we're going to go through your yearly appreciation plan and a yearly ambassador plan. And then I want to talk about attending events. Attending events. And not only attending events, but actually attending a specific event that I think that you're going to be as excited about as I am. So, very exciting day. I'm very excited to share today. Man, lots of opportunities, lots of things going on. I literally, right after this Catalyst session, I am jetting to the airport to jet to Indianapolis to promote Gen Indy and have a lot of great events throughout the week. For you, so May 22nd, 2 weeks, Catalyst coaching at 2, June, right on schedule. June 5th, June 19th, right? We're every 2 weeks on schedule. And then July hits. And July 3rd would traditionally be a Catalyst week. Well, July 3rd is not going to happen, just so you know. So July is going to be a little out of rhythm, but we're only missing it by a beat, right? So July 10th and July 24th, right now, we are looking at 4 p.m. Eastern. Please adjust for everyone that's in the Central, Mountain, or West Coast time. or if you're in Arizona and you're just like your own time zone, right? But make sure that you adjust that. And then August 14th, August 28th, we're right back on to the rhythm of every other week and rocking and rolling. So, and then May 19th, tell your friends in South Florida or in Florida, we're back in town. Great event. June 6th through the 9th is the Mastermind Summit in Vegas. I'm going to tell you a lot more about that today. June 21st, Gen Boston. Cannot wait. First day of summer in Boston. July 27th is Gen Indy at the famous Ritz Charles. I can't wait. August 3rd is Gen St. Louis. Tell your St. Louis peeps. November is going to be Gen San Diego. And then November 9th, we're doing Gen Tulsa for one of our favorite sponsors in the world, Cornerstone in the area. So that's kind of it, but I have to tell you there's more that I did not put on there today. So bottom line is full boat schedule, and you're important. So here's what I'm going to do is post your status update now. I'm going to actually copy and paste this for you, so make it real easy. Copy jet. All right, make sure you get this. Look in your chat window. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it should be there, right? Now, if you want to spice that up, you can put something like Jennifer Hatcher did today. If you're a friend with Jennifer Hatcher, who is one of our 30 Mornings coaches and a huge 7L ambassador and implementer, she put in there about some of the referrals that she sent out. And she even said a couple things about referrals she got in right here. See where I'm looking? Look right now. After the receive 5 referrals, before the how can I help you, who do you know who I can help, I'm here to help. This area right here is for your own personal, but here's the thing, you don't have to do that. Let's say you're really in a hurry today, and it's just like, you know what, I'm just going to post it. And you might think, well, it's not going to get any likes, it's not getting any comments or whatever. But the bottom line is people are seeing it. People are seeing that you are staying consistent, staying true, and that referrals are important to you, and that you want and need referrals, no matter how busy you are, right? No matter how much you don't talk to them. The bottom line is referrals are important to you. So post that on your personal Facebook now. Post it on your business Facebook now. So if you have a business page, post it there. If you don't have a business page, don't create one. Don't worry about it. Just put it on your personal page. All right? Where we get the best response is when you post this on your personal page. All right, we're going on. Now, I'll tell you what, here's what pumped me up, right? I just want you to know. One of the things that pumped me up is that I went to the Atlanta Braves game yesterday. And I had the opportunity to walk around a parking lot and see 5 catalysts who were having client appreciation events. So they were having tailgates, and they were having baseball game day at the Atlanta Braves game. So I got to go and visit 4 tailgates, and then I got to hang out with Michael and Lee Schiff and got to see their party. I got to see their excellent Yeti cooler door prize, and they did a Facebook/social media twist to it that I like, and I'm going to share that with you in a couple of weeks. But so there's nothing, I'll tell you, it's cool anyway, right, to see everyone posting their events and posting their referrals and posting about their referrals that they're getting, but there's nothing like experiencing it firsthand. And I will tell you that the 2 best parties were the people that have been in the Catalyst the longest and take the 7L system the most serious, right? A couple of them I went to, there were probably 20 people at. I went to, like the shifts, right, and the suits. But the bottom line is the shifts had at least 50, 60 people there. And we're tailgating, had great food. I mean, just like awesome. And Michael's birthday is tomorrow, right? Michael Schiff's birthday. So they did a birthday thing. It just pumped me up to see the implementation of the these ideas, right? And I'm hoping that's how you feel as well, right? Is that you get pumped up from implementing these ideas and are kicking butt with it. So, all right, let's keep going. So, 52-week client appreciation plan. Next slide. Now is the time to start your conversations about your summer event. Now, confirm with me that you can hear me okay, right? Confirm with me. I've got one person who said that they thought they lost audio, and I just want to make sure that you guys have audio. Okay, allowed, no more. Nope, that's good. Okay, got it. So that was one person who was having an issue. We're good, thank you. All right, so now is the time to start your conversations about your summer event. Now, I know that I'm sharing this with you in the context of the 52-week client appreciation plan, right? The yearly appreciation plan. But I also want you to decide on which event you're going to do first if you haven't done an event. Okay, some of you, like Samantha Phillips in Atlanta, you guys have been doing events, things like that. So your thought is, you've got a couple events to plan. One is your small group plan, right? Or small group event, and then the other one is your database event. But if you guys are just on the wall or on the fence about doing some of this, then you know what? Now is the time. Get it on the freaking calendar. I'm done talking till I'm blue in the face, right? There's no more excuses. You're like, well, why would they come? Why would they see me? Why would they? And you know what? They would because they want to get together. They would because people are craving interaction and engagement. They're craving fun. They're craving personal communication in person because everybody hides behind a screen these days, right? So now is the time to start your conversations about your summer event. Now, with that thought in mind, here are what you need to do from the next 2 weeks. Write this down. Write this down. Whether you've done an event or not, just like close your eyes and write it down, right? So, number one, if you had a spring event, which I know a lot of you did, 70-some Catalyst had spring events, right? Now is the time to follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Referrals, you need to follow up diligently with referrals. I had somebody comment the other day that one of the beautiful things that I do on Catalyst is it's a reminder to follow up, right? Every time this young lady watches Catalyst or is on these Catalyst, she remembers people who she should be following up with that were either referred to her or referral sources. So listen, if that's the only value I bring to your business, I win. You win, they win. That's a win, right? So follow up from the spring event. You're going to follow up with the referrals and the referral sources. You're going to follow up with the attendees and thank them. You're going to follow up with the non-attendees and let them know that you missed them, right? We missed you. Would you mind if we invited you to future events? Oh, okay. Yeah. No sweat. I understand you're on vacation. It's all good. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't bothering you by inviting you to these fun events that we do. Okay, great. We'll keep you on the list. Appreciate you. Is there anything else I can do for you? Let me ask you that. Any questions for me? No? Okay. Fantastic. I appreciate you and look forward to seeing you at our next event. You're the best. Click. Right? All right. Now, next thing. This is it. This is it for all of you. Some of you are shaking in your boots right now. Some of you are like, oh yeah, bring it on. Right? Commit to your summer event. I would say in most locales, it's something about cool, right? Like we use blue on the calendar, right? To remind us to do something cool. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but I will tell you that we had a board of advisors for our client events. Hint, hint, hint. Did you catch that right there? We had a board of advisors for our client appreciation events to see what we should do. Now, for years, we had done a barbecue in the park. One year, it rained, right? So it wasn't as good. So we were like looking for ideas. So one of the ideas was to do something at Worlds of Fun, which is like a mini Disney, M-I-N-I, Disney, in Kansas City, like a Six Flags, right? and do it there. You know, have lunch there. Let everybody go out to the park and buy the tickets to the park. And it was a, you know, looking at it, a pretty expensive ordeal, right? Well, son of a gun, if it wasn't like 103 degrees with 90% humidity, and Worlds of Fun happens to be so brilliant that they have blacktop walkways. So we literally had like kids passing out. We had, I mean, they went through like 7 cases of water, and it was just, it was one of those where, I mean, we bought ice cream for everybody before they could even open the wrapper and start eating. Like it was melting all over their hand. It was like the biggest fiasco ever. Isn't it great that I screw all these things up so you don't have to? So you want to be thinking something, you know, pool party is a brilliant idea, right? Something by the pool. Now, you know, be safe, you know, make sure you got a lifeguard, you know, protect yourself. But you know, bottom line is people come to a pool party, they have certain, you know, expectations, and it's kind of a nice casual theme. Barbecue in the park is off the charts. It's cheap. It's free. And here's the other beauty is that even if you get rained out, you can put it on another date, right? Let's say you have it scheduled for July 14th, 15th, whatever the date, and it gets rained out. Well, you have it August 3rd, and you partner with a back to school function, which I have to tell you that is a huge thing that you can do with your summer event. Is if you have it later in July, which I'm scared to even suggest because some of you will schedule it for later in July or 1st of August just because it's farther out. And you can always decommit or cancel if you have to, right? I want you to commit to having an event and make it happen, right? Get it on your calendar right now. Now, date, place, approximate cost, potential partner. So that's your next step is, okay, we're going to do it, let's see, this is mid-May. We can't do it before we could probably do it the first week of July, but that's the July 4th week, so that's going to be kind of a crummy week to do it, unless you could just do, listen to me here, is on July, is your local group, your city, doing 4th of July fireworks on Saturday night, or are they actually doing it on Tuesday? So don't answer me that, right, in the question. Just, you need to find that out. Now, some people will do it Saturday night. Some people will do it Sunday night, and some people will do it Tuesday night, which is actually July 4th. Now, you could do your small group event somewhere in a shelter at a park or on a rooftop. How cool would that be, right? A rooftop, and just have a casual wine and fireworks type of deal, right? So bottom line is July 4th could be a really good time for you to get connected with your database, and especially those at the top end of your database. So that's just a suggestion, but get the date done, get the place done, get the approximate cost written down, and then start talking to potential sponsors right now. Here's what's funny. Every single person I've talked to who starts to do these parties is so surprised at how easy it is to hold the event. Who was it? I was just talking to somebody. If you're on, remind me that I talked to you, that the entire event cost $138 for you. I mean, like everything together ended up costing you $138.75. And they had it was a baseball game event, and it was they had all kinds of cool things for the kids, all kinds of cool things for the adults, and they had partnered with like 4 or 5 sponsors, and the whole night, the whole day had cost them $138 to get in front of like 70 or 80 people. That's like the biggest, that's a win, right? And my only comment would be, why'd you have to pay anything? Why not go get 2 more sponsors at $100 a piece and have them be the drink sponsors, right? Or have them be something else. But here's the thing, you got to think big. I'm here to help you think big, right? Now, this week, ladies and gentlemen, call your potential hosting spots and make it happen. I mean, literally make it happen. Find out if you can do it, and then just make it happen, right? It's that easy. Seriously. I'm not even joking. Then you're going to call a friend. Yep. You heard that right. This is just like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And remember where it says phone a friend? What if I told you that the secret to being or winning Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or being a millionaire is just phoning a friend over and over and over again? You heard it here first. That's right. It is not, here's what's so funny. It's poll the audience, it's phone a friend, and it's 50-50. Remember that show, right? So here's what's funny is so with your database, if you took the 50-50, right, and then if I told you to take the 50-50 of the group that you just took the 50-50 of, that's probably the group that you would want to focus on. That's your ambassadors. Isn't that funny? If you just do the 50-50 twice with your database, you end up with a small group of really powerful people, right? Now, then you go phone a friend, right? That's the secret behind all of this is phone a friend, right? Phone a friend. All right, you're going to say to your friend, let's say you're doing a casual cocktail on 4th of July. Okay, it's just an example. So you would call your friend and say, hey, listen, I got the rooftop over at Joe's Irish Pub, and I want to have like 30 to 40 people. And it's July 4th, so there'll be fireworks. I know a lot of people are going to be at the lake or they're going to be whatever, but I thought for the people who are staying in town that we could just have some drinks and watch the fireworks, and I'd kind of pay for the whole thing. What do you think? I love that idea. That's great, you know. And then it's like, well, what else should I do? Should I do anything else besides that? You know, anything fun I could do around Independence Day or July 4th or, you know, you tell me. What do you think? Right? And your friend's going to have ideas, maybe no ideas. It's okay. But the fact of the matter is then you're going to want to call another friend and just share the same thing. Well, those should be the first two on your invite list, right? You should definitely say, you know what? Now that I have you on the phone, what, you know, are you available July 4th at about 6:30 or 7, whatever, whenever you want to do your party, right? 7 to 11 could be a nice adult party, right? 7 to 10, and so on and so forth. So you're going to call at least one friend for ideas to make your party better. Now, a lot of you are doing movie nights. I don't care what you're doing, right? Do it. Call a friend for ideas. Got it? So phone a friend, 50-50, and then what we're really doing when we phone a friend is we're polling the audience, right? If we poll the audience, let's say we call 5 friends, and they say, oh, that's a bad idea, dude. It's supposed to rain on July 4th. Or, that's a bad idea, dude. Did you know that the flooring on that rooftop is black? It's going to be really hot. Or, you know what? That happens to be blocked by skyscrapers, and you're not going to be able to see very many fireworks, right? Or, you know, what if you did it at the ballpark instead? And at the ballpark, they have their own fireworks, right? So you see what I'm doing here, right? Let's say you get answers that are far different than your idea. Well, after 4 or 5 of those, you need to change probably what you're going to do, right? And then you change and you call back those 5 friends and say, I listened to you, I got your advice, I took action on it, I want to tell you what we're doing now, and let me get your ideas. You see where I'm going? Now, after you phone a friend or 2 or 5, you're going to then post on Facebook. Now, this, you got to be careful with this, right? I mean, I've learned this. I have 3 accounts with 5,000 friends, right? And a lot of them are over, you know, here's the deal. Do I have 15,000 friends? I don't know, right? Some of you wouldn't even consider me a friend, but I love all of you. But here's the thing, is sometimes you got to be a little careful posting on Facebook for ideas, but you can make it generic enough that people don't know when it is, right? Or you can make it generic enough that you never say exactly what you decide on, right? But the bottom line is you can post on Facebook with your friends and get ideas, right? Poll the audience. In fact, here's what I'm gonna do, right? So, all right, I'm actually gonna put an 8 here, which is invite list, and this is 50-50 done twice, all right? And this is phone a friend. Come on, I like it. Don't you guys like it? phone a friend, right? And this is polling the audience. And that adds up to being a millionaire. How's that? You like that? Sometimes you just, these things come. All right. So, get going is the next thing, right? And figure out who you're going to invite, figure out who you're going to go with, right? And if you're, and here's the thing, is your invite list could be 50-50 done many times, right? Could be done 4 times, and you have 20 people that you're going to invite, okay? But here's the thing, get going. Get going. Let's make this happen, right? Whether it's a small event or a bigger event. And here's the beauty. You have an entire 500 coaching catalyst people here to support you, to help you. And not only them, but me and my entire team, who we throw a huge event every month professionally, right? We are professional event planners. So we have the opportunity to help you as well, right? All right, I have one question for you. I want everybody's answer in the questions box. What are you calling your database about today? Go, let's go, come on. What, everybody, come on, there's 2% of you. What are the 2% of you doing? Come on. What are you calling your database about today? Come on, I want to hear it. Here we go. Yeah. Now you guys are. Shane Cook is in the house. Shane, if I had something right now, at the very least, I'd give you a high five if you were in the audience for being first in, and great idea. Jonathan and my lake event went off fantastically 2 weekends ago. We had 25 families, over 75 people, and we were about an hour away at Canyon Lake. We had 3 meals, 2 jet skis, a tons of kayaks, very active, good-looking people, and looking forward to our summer movie event. Shane, you're rocking it, you're rolling it, and here's the deal, right, is do me a favor and make sure you are following up with your lake event, right? Just follow up and say, what'd you guys think? How'd it go? Did you have fun? What could we do next year? Right? What could we do next year at our lake event, right? Just call it, Jonathan Shane's lake event or whatever, right? And then your summer movie event, hey, invite them while you're on the phone. The beautiful thing about this is with one phone call, you can do what's called a transition, right? You transition them from a past attendee to a current attendee, right? So it's like, hey, I'm so glad you and your family could make the lake event. Give me some feedback. What'd you think? Did you have fun? Was it really fun for the 2-year-old, or was it too adult for the 2? Oh, good. That's all. You know what? I didn't even think about that. They could hang out with the other 3- and 4-year-olds. That's great. Here's the other thing is all right, today is kind of the first day. We're launching our summer movie event that we're doing on August 3rd or whatever day you're doing it, right? And can I jot you down for RSVP for the summer movie event? How many are you going to have, right? 2, 4, 5, whatever it is, and then you got an RSVP, right? Cynthia Bear is doing her first small event scheduled for next Wednesday. That is awesome. And Doug Campbell says, hey, I love partnering with the animal rescue for the summer event, and I am all over that. I am a huge dog lover. In fact, I own a rescue dog. So partnering with something like that, they could even bring some of the dogs down. You could have something with pets, right? I love the potential of that. Who do you recommend as potential partners, right? So what about title companies, mortgage companies, insurance companies, warranty companies, inspectors, contractors, car dealerships? Let's see, you could go financial planners, you could go attorneys or law firms, divorce attorneys, you could go with consultants, you could go with real estate schools, you could go with, right, who isn't a partner? You could go with who, if it's a family event, who caters to kids? What about Great Clips? What about these hair places that serve kids, right? What about, you see where I'm going with this, right? All right. Hi, Michael. A few weeks ago, you said you were going to cover the agenda for the board. Yes, board of agenda for the Board of Advisors event. Yes, we did an agenda, and Samantha, that is out at the Facebook group. In fact, if you if you look through it, I not only did an agenda, but I also did an invite, an agenda, and a list of questions, the survey. We did all three of them 2 weeks ago. So Eve Henry is calling about interest rates. So, okay. And, right, what else, Eve Henry, right? Summer event, right? Sabrina is calling everybody about events and classes. Now, Sabrina, are you doing consumer classes as well? I really want to know that, right? The events and classes, I know you do. You're doing them for realtors. So is your database realtors or is your database consumers? And for real estate, it's going to be consumers. David Dutti is calling referrals back. Hal, having his shredding event this Saturday. Hal, did you come up with a name for that? I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I get so excited. I'm sorry. Hal, did you come up with I love Shred with Ted, though that would not work because your name is Hal. But I think do you have a name for that? Just let me know. Lynn Stone is the one who we had the opportunity to take hers and make it even better, which was barely possible, right? She had such a good start. So she's doing final RSVPs for the Board of Advisors on Thursday. Angie Davenport is doing a homebuyer class in Hutchinson, Kansas. Carol Ann Bright is doing an investor workshop. Lily is doing, so you're calling your database for ideas for summer events. I love that. And you're in Marietta, right, Lilia? Yeah, I'm almost positive you're in Marietta. Hey, Lilia, I tell you, my son's nickname is the Marietta Masher in baseball. The Marietta Masher. His team is the Lightning. They're really good. And what do you think about the Marietta Masher? Do you like that or not? He's 8 years old. You tell me. Cecily is calling about Mother's Day. Christina Bentley is calling about ideas for a summer event. Grace is having an open house and a July 4th party. Mom's Night Out with Erica Earlham. Erica, love that idea. June 17th is a team launch party. Kathleen, I love that you take ideas that we share in a half a second and you run with them, make them big and beautiful. Nice job. Michelle Eichemer is also doing calling about summer event ideas. Sharon Edelman is thanking Minnie for their recent referrals. Chelsea Reese, were you there yesterday? I don't think I got to see you and hug you. So you're doing Braves follow-up, which is brilliant, right? Shane Cook 5. Okay. We are waiting to call them to tell them about our party on June 7th. I would call them right now, right? June 7th is only a month away. Oh, yes. Marlene, you're waiting for the emails and postcards to hit, right? Okay. So Marlene Soretta has an event on June 7th. It'll be awesome. And by the way, they have a candy company that keeps me in candy. Thank you for the shipment, by the way. Please, dear God, the rest of you, do not send me brownies for referrals. Please, don't send me anything for the referrals that me and Catalyst send you, okay? Please, don't. You know what you can send me? Referrals, right? Tell someone about Catalyst and send them our way, which a lot of you are already doing. Somebody said the other day that we probably have the most referred coaching company in the country, which makes a lot of sense if you think about it, right? Ruth Thompson is having their Minnesota movie morning in June. I love it. Got it. That's awesome. What they'd like to see happen in a summer to get together. Okay. I love it. Hal says, no, right now it's called the shredding event. Hal Schlegel, let's think of something on that, right? Hal, I'm going to have to think on it. I don't have enough time right now to give it its due. So, God, there's a ton of you who are doing shredding with Schlegel. Sounds pretty good. Ted Dudenier, who does Shred with Ted, said, what about shredding with Schlegel? Are you kidding? There's something to that. Bam. Come on. It's too easy. It's like bang, right there. Just like that, right in front of you. Go Catalyst. All right. I'm impressed, everyone. I am impressed with the implementation within this Catalyst group, right? You not only inspire me, I want you guys to know that you inspire the other Catalysts, right? All right. Do you guys know the rest of this? Those who make the calls, fill that in for me. Who's the first one to fill that in for me? Those who make the calls, those in real estate who make the calls, what happens to them? Get the leads, get the referrals. Not what I was looking for. Christina Bentley, Craig Johnson got it. Not get the referrals, not close the deals, not win. Ladies and gentlemen, those who make the calls make the money. Those who make the calls make the money. Those who don't make the calls don't make the money. You want to make the money? Show me the money. Well, show me the calls. That's why we're here. Listen, if I can inspire one of you to pick up the phone for a great reason to call your database, I win. You win, they win. Make the calls, right? All right, we all know the number one reason to call our database is to invite them to an event. Here's the other thing. It doesn't even have to be your event. Yeah. So for instance, you could invite, you could have Josh Purvis, right? Great example. Josh is working on he's a young kid, right? And he is expanding his SOI. He doesn't have a ton of people, and they're all 20-something. So he needs mortgages of people who are 30 plus, right? 30 years old or more, right? The 20-somethings, not as many are buying houses in his market. So he has been networking based on the strategies of 7L and the generosity generation. Well, one of the best things you can do when it comes to a networking event is sometimes it's kind of intimidating and you might feel too much to go on your own. Well, invite someone, right? Who's the best networker you know? Who is someone you know who is in the same boat as you who should go to a networking event? So in Josh's case, he is going to a chamber event. Well, he calls his buddy and says, hey, you know what? There's a chamber event. Why don't we meet up and go to it? Right? Boom. Just like that. So here's what's cool. He invited his friend to an event, and it wasn't even his event. That's a thing of beauty right there, right? All right. So we cover this, right? And we're going to cover this until you have this puppy memorized, right? We're just past the week 24 event. Many of you are doing your follow-up, right? Now, you are doing, this is for your small group, right? You're doing your invite, you're doing your confirm, you're doing your week 36 event coming up, right? Follow-up, invite, confirm. But the bottom line here is that we're building energy, momentum, and referrals within our database, right? This is the business plan for your favorite people in your database, right? The 50-50 of the 50-50, right? Basically the top quarter of your database. Now, we talked about this listen, here are some ideas, and we talked about how to decide which type. This is review from last time, and some of you are like, well, you covered that. Yeah, but okay, are you doing it? Have you implemented it? Have you taught it? Have you mastered it? Right, here we go. So how to decide which type of event to host. Make or look at a list of the 20 to 25 top people in your database. And looking at the list, would they most likely attend and enjoy a board of advisors, casual happy hour, rally around a cause, like a pet or rescue dog thing, nice group dinner, networking meeting, or wine and cheese, right? So then it's what is your answer, and then you're going to host that type of an event. Now I'm not going. We answered a lot of questions on this last time, so I'm not going to go into it a lot now. But listen, this. Some people like they have to hear something 2 or 3 or 12 for some of you. 12. That's right. You have to hear it 12 times before it is internalized and acted on. Right? And so bottom line, we are going to use what's called cyclical learning, which is I cycle in the lessons of previous catalyst into future catalysts, right? It just makes sense. So, you know, you've got your answer. That's your event. That's your summer event if you haven't done an event yet, right? We talked about the wheres. Where should we have it? Restaurants, and it could even be the private rooftop, office and boardrooms, your affiliate boardroom. Like, one of the things I do is I travel around the country during our promo tours, and I speak for large groups of realtors. Well, in many cases, the offices of the realtors don't have a training room big enough. So we will use a title company's training room, or in some cases, we will use the training room for the entire building, right? Or we will use a hotel boardroom or room, right? The bottom line is you could use the patio on a restaurant. You could do, you know, it's almost like, what's your excuse when it comes to the venue, and we can overcome it. It'd be great if it was private, had no distractions. I will tell you that the more business-like it is, probably the more referrals you will get, but that doesn't mean that you don't need to, you know, you don't have to have a business-like event. It can be a casual, fun pool party event, right? Just get people together. Now, I'm not going to go through this. I'm just going to say, all right, we edited this. This is at the Facebook group. I just want to remind you that there is an invitation in the Facebook group that you can copy and utilize, right? There is an agenda for the board of advisors. As many of you know, that was typically my clientele. And then we did the survey of what that looks like, and we actually reordered some things. This, exactly like this, is in the Facebook group, right? So the invite, the agenda, the customer service survey, all are at the Facebook group ready for you to get them. Now, so we have these events. Now, let's think about like real estate events or mortgage events or business events. Let me ask you something. Why should we attend events? Not just host, but why do you attend events? You tell me in the questions box. Why do you attend like a national conference, right? Or a, you know, or whatever, right? Your realtor association has an event, whatever it may be. Why do you attend those? I'm trying to get to the bottom. There we go. Okay, so I'll tell you what, you guys are all over this. I had to scroll down over 100 comments to get to Phyllis Papkin's comment about why we should keep typing them, keep bringing them. I'm gonna say them all. Phyllis Papkin says meet referral partners. Exactly, right? To strengthen my connections offline, Sabrina says. Craig Johnson says, you know what, learn something and to meet people. Ron Utterback says learning. Mark Short says learn and connect with other top people. Christina Bentley says learn. Carol Ann Bright says to keep current on the market, to network with people doing things I want to learn how to do. David Dutz, is it Dutze or Dutz? D-U-T-Z-E. David, tell me how to pronounce your last name. Increase your sphere of influence. Michelle says reconnect and to gain future business. Erica says because I'm interested in the information being provided, or the person at the event is someone I wanted to see or see speak. Invited by a friend is another reason I go. Lynn Stone says, you know what, if I can come out with 5 meaningful connections, then the event was worth it. Dale Tierney says to get new information to build my business. Eve Henry says to support others the way I want to be supported by attending. I love it. Josh Purvis says to make new connections. I love it. Doots. All right, Doots. Thank you. David Doots. Marin says connect with lots of people to provide and receive referrals, always being generous to help others. She obviously works for us. All right, keep current on the market and connect with the peers. Face-to-face is the best way to meet potential referral sources, yeah, and connectors, and learn something. Oh, Dootsy. Okay, Dootsy, thank you. All right. I promise that I will probably mess that up in the future. All right, so here are some reasons. Network and connect, right? That would be a reason. And many of you said some of these. See great speakers that we normally wouldn't see, right? There is a difference, but from seeing a recording of Jack Canfield speak and seeing Jack Canfield, the guy from Chicken Soup for the Soul and the Success Principles, seeing him speak in person, right? There's just there's a different emotion that is evoked out of us. He can touch us in a way that he could not do through a video, right? I mean, Chicken Soup for the Soul, right? Could we see and feel his soul on a video? It's much harder to do that. But in person, not only can you see him, but you can feel it, right? It's just inspiring and more emotional and more powerful. Referrals, right? One reason we should attend events is referrals. Learn. We improve our competence by going to events and attending events. We learn from others. But I have to tell you, another thing is the hallway conversations. The hallway conversations are worth their weight in gold. I mean, crazy. So bottom line is learn, right, from others. Here's the other thing, is a lot of times when somebody asks you to explain something about your business, as you are explaining it, you think of more benefits for the consumer. You actually, by speaking it out loud, by talking through it, you actually improve your systems, improve your articulation of the benefits of working with you, and improve your thoughts, right? You hone your thoughts by talking through them. You also learn about some things that you would not want to do, right? Somebody from stage says, you know what, I poured $50,000 into blank bought leads and got nothing out of it, right? So you learn, okay, I will not buy those blank leads, right? So you can learn what not to do as well as what to do. Also, implement. It's great to get away because it forces you to sit down and implement. You actually have the time to implement, right? Now, I have to tell you, this is one of the biggest benefits for attending events for me, is to think, right? Stop and think. It lets my brain relax a little bit. Or you get to spend some time in the sun and just relax a little bit, right? R&R. And it's amazing what you will think about when that happens, right? When you let your brain relax a little bit, you get away from the environment that's causing the stress, right? You get away from the environment that causes stress. Yes, all of your homes and workplaces cause you stress. They do, because you have to think of others, right? But when you get away, your brain relaxes a little bit, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to worry about that, and your brain starts to fill with great ideas, right? So it's a great excuse to visit great destinations, right? That's why people have these events in Vegas or Orlando and other places like that, is so that people can visit the great destinations around there. It's a tax write-off, right? And one of the best tax deductions is education, in my opinion, right? We can write it off at 100% and get to enjoy all the benefits of it, right? Which is different than a tax write-off of a printer, right? We buy a printer, we use it, we get exactly out of it, and a lot less sometimes, right? When we have to buy, ink every 4 days, right? Or whatever it may be. Bottom line is that it's a great tax write-off. Then, here's what's so funny. How many of you have ever gone to an event and your listings start to sell, especially the hard one? Or you went to an event and all of a sudden everybody in the world wanted to work with you. Did anybody here say yes if you've had that happen? I'll tell you what, you have a listing that won't sell, leave town. Go on vacation. Go to Vegas, right? It always happens. I truly, truly believe that if you would just leave, that it would sell. What if you knew that if you went out of town, your listings would sell? You would go out of town more often, right? Isn't that funny? Yeah, Lynn Stone said, yeah, I just had that happen. Exactly, right? Now, here's another reason. Now, this is why I truly believe that we go to events. I say that we go to events to see what's possible, right? We see what's possible. We go and we see someone doing 100 million, or we go and we see someone doing $1 billion in business, like Ken De Leon may do this year. He's on pace to do $1 billion in production. Not 10 million, not 100 million, not 500 million, 1 billion in real estate sales in 1 year, right? That's pretty powerful. We get to see what's possible, right? That's a powerful, powerful reason to attend an event. And then I will tell you, one of the things that people get from events is an energy. You will be inspired. You will recharge the battery. You will see what's possible. You will think bigger, and you will feel the energy, right? So you have recharged to make your character stronger. You have learned to make your competence stronger. You've honed your communication skills by hallway conversations, learning how other people present things, and also learning by speaking and talking through ideas. And you come back more referable, right? And that's the honest to goodness truth. So what I want to talk about now is I want to talk about what's happening in Vegas next month. And I want you to seriously consider attending this event. Now, this is a straight shot from mastermindsummit.com. You can check out more at mastermindsummit.com, but I want you to know it's going to say your VIP ticket is $8.99, and I want you to know, what if I had a way for you to go to the Mastermind Summit, see Magic Johnson speak, and it wasn't $8.99, right? So at this event, it's Magic Johnson, Josh Altman, it is Jack Canfield, it is myself, and it is a host of other big-time speakers in Vegas at the Palms. Like I said, you can see the complete agenda at mastermindsummit.com. But I want to tell you a little bit more about what we're doing here, right? So this event is June 7th, 8th, and a half day on the 9th, right? So it is a day full of speakers on the 7th, a day full of speakers, including myself, on the 8th, and then a half day on the 9th. So, and then also on the 6th, I am doing a live mastermind with myself. Last year we had, I don't know, 60, 70 people, and we had a private mastermind the day before the event. We didn't even promote it, and we had 60 or 70 people. It was a really, really good mastermind, right? And the cool thing about doing it as a mastermind is we actually covered the things that were important to the 50 or 60 people. I came in with no stand pat presentation. It was not a presentation. It was a mastermind, and it was a huge hit, and I've told the stories from it many, many times. So that is on June 6th. So this is what it looks like, right? So the Mastermind Summit is in Las Vegas, June 6th through the 9th. Now, on Tuesday, June 6th, you will want to arrive before noon if possible. Now, I know many, like Toril and Johnny and others, are going to arrive Monday night, right? And then they hang out in the morning or sleep in or business plan or whatever they do. And then Tuesday afternoon, June 6th, from 1 to 5 p.m., we will do our live mastermind with me. You will be asked to share because you are a catalyst, right? You will be asked to share. That's just how it works, right? And you will learn a ton of great ideas. We found just like it's coming with big time thoughts and ahas. Wednesday, June 7th, right, is the next day. Now, Magic Johnson will be speaking, Josh Altman will be speaking, and many other like super producers who are in your business will also be speaking, right? Josh Altman, is as good as he is on TV, is a better speaker in person, in my opinion, right? He's inspiring, he's no nonsense, he's no BS, and he cuts to the chase, and he gives great content about how to raise your average price point even just a little, and what the impact of that can do and how easy it is to do, right? Thursday, June 8th, right? I have the honor of following Jack Canfield on Thursday midday and more, right? Now, Thursday night, we are working on a special Catalyst-only event for you and your team members if you decide to take them. I know Toral's taking team members and Johnny's taking team members and others may too. But Thursday night, we are most likely going to have a special Catalyst-only event that will be very, very cool, right? And now, Friday, June 9th, let's say it's like, oh my gosh, you know, Tuesday to Thursday, that'd be gone basically all week or whatever. But I want you to know is that if Friday, June 9th is a day that you could leave at 10 o'clock. You could leave at 1 o'clock. It makes a good travel day if you need to get back for baseball games or you need to get back for the weekend showings or whatever it may be. And essentially this would be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for you, right? So you'd have Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night hotels at the Palms, and they're very, very inexpensive. We'll send you information on that, right? So are you interested in Mastermind Summit? If I could just get you like the best deal ever, who's interested in going or who's already going, right? Who is making this happen? Just say yes. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. How many of you would be interested in going if I could get you to see Magic Johnson to speak for $1? What if I could get it to where you could see Magic Johnson, Jack Canfield, Josh Altman, and myself speak for $1? Who would say yes if you're interested? Say yes. Right? So here's what this looks like. And listen, I have been working 4 months on this deal. 4 months. I have been working relationship-wise to make this happen. So take advantage of me, right? Take advantage of this. And like I said, I've been working for 4 months for my catalyst to make what I'm about to share with you possible. So at the very least, even if you don't take advantage of it, please appreciate the work and the relationship building I have done on the back end to make this happen. Because you know what? I want this to happen for you because a lot of you are with companies like KW, Coldwell Banker, large mortgage companies, maybe even Wells Fargo, or you might be with RE/MAX or whatever, and you go to your company events, right? KW people, you go to Mega Agent, or you go to Family Reunion. RE/MAX, you go to IBC, International Business Conference, or Coldwell Banker, you go to International Business Conference, or ERA. And here's the thing, you're getting a little bit of the same stuff, right? What I want to encourage, the beauty about the Mastermind Summit is that it's like going to a buffet of all the great foods in the world. And you can go and pick and choose what you want from the different speakers, right? So it's just a different, more enlightening and brighter event than just going and you feel like you're going down the same funnel or the same tunnel. Does that make sense to everybody? So I just want to encourage you to make this happen if it's possible, right? So one thing is it's not just the Mastermind Summit. It's actually you are going to get the VIP experience at the Mastermind, which is the ticket. If you go to mastermindsummit.com right now, it's $8.99 to go to the Mastermind Summit. And trust me, Stephen has, oh, by the way, there'll be 2,500 people there. Okay, so if that scares you, I want you to know that you're going to be okay because you're going to have these little groups that you're going to be able to hang out in, right? But 2,500 people go to this event, right? So VIP experience, Mastermind Summit. The live Mastermind with me is $4.99, as many of you paid last year, right? Also, we're going to have free gifts for you as a VIP and a Catalyst. Not just the VIPs, but since you're a Catalyst, you're getting more cool gifts. Look at that. That's a $1,400 value. $1,398. Not for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's $249. That's right. $249 gets you the live Mastermind on Tuesday afternoon, 1 to 5. Very fast-paced, very rich, content-rich Mastermind. Then, for $1, you can go to the Mastermind Summit if you do this Mastermind. Now, if you don't do that, people are going to say, well, what if I can't make Tuesday night or don't want to go Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoon? then you know what? You're going to pay $8.99 to go to the Mastermind Summit. If you do the Mastermind with me on Tuesday night, then you can actually go to the next 2.5 days for $1, right? So how's that work? Oh, by the way, 1 second here. When you register today, also you could get selected for the super producer panel that I lead on the big stage on Thursday. You would be in front of hundreds and hundreds of people, maybe even thousands of people. Does that scare you? Good. Does it excite you? Good. Right? Let's do this. So when you register today, you could be one selected for the super. Toral's already on. Toral Chauffeur already on the super producer panel. You want to know why she's already on the panel? Because last year she was on my panel and she was such a hit that she has to come back. That's you, right? That could be you. And by the way, Toral is she is having hotel rooms comped this year by Stephen, because I introduced Toral to Stephen and we had the panel and she did so well that he's like, I want her back and I will pay for her hotel room. Bang. That's you. You don't realize that. That's you, right? All right, I'm going to keep going. I know we're at 3 o'clock. All right, to take advantage of this incredible opportunity, how do you do this, right? What do? You need to go to livemastermind.com, L-I-V-E, mastermind.com. That's Live Mastermind with me. Go to livemastermind.com. Register for Live Mastermind. Now, it will pop up and say, you're also invited to Mastermind Summit for $1. You will click, yes, I would like that for $1, right? And then we will register you and do all of the stuff you need for the Mastermind Summit, right? And then step 3 is we will see you in Vegas on Tuesday, June 6th, right? All right, so once again, just a review. This is special just for Catalyst. This is not for your office. This is not for to share on Facebook. This is you, because you are a Catalyst. Do not share this. Chelsea, you can share this with Michael and Lee, of course. But bottom line is this is for you and your teams only. Once again, you're going to get the 6th, 7th, and 8th, this magical, wonderful event. You're going to get the Live Mastermind with me on Tuesday afternoon, filled with some goodies. And that's $13.98 value, but it's just $249 today if you go to livemastermind.com. Once again, it's $249 for the Mastermind and $1 for the Mastermind Summit. That's right, with Magic Johnson, Jack Canfield, and Josh Altman and others. Right now, you could be on the big stage in Vegas. When you register today, you could get selected for the super producer panel led by me on the big stage. That's right, you sharing your success story in front of hundreds and hundreds, possibly thousands of people, right? And as I said before, you scared? Good. Excited? Good. Nervous? Good. It's like, let's do this. Let's make it happen. That's where the growth occurs, is right outside your comfort zone. And I know Toral was a little nervous last year, and she absolutely rocked their world just by simply telling about some of the things in Catalyst that she has implemented, right? Implemented. So how do we get this going? Go to livemastermind.com, register for it, and then it will be our pleasure to register you for Mastermind Summit, that you click and just hit $1 for the Mastermind Summit, and then we will see you in Vegas. It really is that simple, right? Enter your information, enter that you want the second, third, and fourth day for $1, and you are in. Okay? All right. Questions on any of this, right? So Roxanne Andler says, that should be Adler, shouldn't it? Do you have an extra N in your last name, Roxanne? I have went to this in the past, and it is a great event. So Roxanne is giving her 2 cents in here as well. And many of you are rocking this and are, okay. So, and by the way, tell me if you are, tell me that you went into livemastermind.com and it worked, just to make sure it went through. Do not hit submit twice, which does happen sometimes, and we'll go from there, right? We're going to rock this. Catalyst, we're taking over Vegas. We are. We're going to take over Vegas, and we're going to rock it, and I'm looking forward to it. All right. So, questions on Mastermind Summit in Vegas with Magic Johnson, Josh Altman, Jack Canfield, many others. I'm only mentioning kind of like my favorites, right? There's other many powerful speakers and panels throughout the week. Questions? Marlene Soretta's in the house. She's going. Marlene, you should bring Mindy at least. Dootsie. Michelle Eckmer in the house. Kyle Draper's in the house. Kyle, I might even have something special for you to do there that day. What do you think of that? Come on. Keep them rocking. Oh, I love it. Rooms, listen to this, Tim Thompson. Okay, so rooms, $149 a night at the Palms, right? If you call in, it's $499. If you, yeah, by the way, the reason we're getting the $149 room rate is because we have the block. So you go through us, and it's $149. Yes, that's it. Yeah, people are like, well, what if the rooms are $500? They're not. We have booked them at $149. Now, there is limited availability on the rooms, so we will communicate with you about those. Dootsy, what do you mean by that? You know what? I think the bottom line is yes. What a great question. So David says, can I help if I attend? And you know what? The answer is yes. Yes, right? I would love that. I have several options for you, and all of them are good. How's that? Sorry, super thirsty. Yeah, yeah, make it happen. If you're in Arizona, come on, right? You got to make it up. You could drive there almost. All right, so livemastermind.com. Do me a favor, make it happen today, and then when we're there, we will have our own little group stuff, and I will help you have the greatest conference of your life, right? Imagine me helping you prepare for KW Family Reunion, or Mega Camp, or Caldwell Banker IBC, or ERA, International Business Conference and Exhibition, right? So we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to take it over. And you might even earn some money. Meet some great referral partners. So I have one last comment on Mastermind Summit, and then I'm going to let you go. Okay? It's livemastermind.com is the domain. But here's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be probably 500 to 1,000 mortgage professionals, and there will be 500 to 700 real estate professionals. Who would you rather get a referral from? A mortgage professional or a real estate professional? The answer is mortgage professional. Why is that? A, they're probably already coached on being pre-approved, maybe even already pre-approved. Number two, no referral fee. Repeat after me. No referral fee. Mortgage professionals are some of the best referral sources in the world. And guess what? The 1,000 top of them are there. They're there in Vegas. So what's the website for the summit is mastermindsummit.com. But you don't want to buy through there because it's not going to be $1. It's going to be $899, right? To sign up for the live mastermind with me, plus get the rest of the event for $1, it is livemastermind.com. 1 to 5, Merlene says, what time is your event on Tuesday? It is 1 to 5 p.m. We start at 1. So you could drive in the morning if you want to, right? So I did that so that people can travel in the morning, get to the hotel, get checked in, and go from there. Dale Tierney, you buy the $249 live mastermind, and then the next thing says basically, would you like to go to Mastermind Summit for $1? And you would check yes. Okay? If anybody has any questions, or if anybody has any comments, or if anybody has anything about Mastermind Summit, email Sherry, right down here on the bottom, Sherry at referco.com. Also, if you need hotel rooms, let her know, and we will make sure that we get that blocked off for you. Okay? Sherry, S-H-E-R-I, at referco.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you, every other Monday, when I have a chance to get on the Catalyst call like this, I get excited. You inspire me. You improve me. Why am I so inspired by Catalyst? Why does this psych me up so much? Why am I so pumped up when it comes to Catalyst? It's because you guys are implementers. Not only are you implementing, but you are seeing massive success from the implementation. And I love that. I just love seeing it. I've experienced it. I've felt it. And there's no finer comment there's no finer compliment to a teacher than implementation. And that's what you're doing. So I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. And I am looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks on Catalyst. And thank you for being a catalyst. Thank you for creating authentic transformation within yourself and launching your success today. This is Michael J. Maher signing off. Thank you for being a catalyst.